In a couple minutes. Hi. Super excited to be here with you guys today. We're going to talk about the 5 strategies to reposition your business collateral for profit. This is kind of my first time teaching this in a class, so I'm super excited to be here today. And I am thankful that Lenicia always gives me a chance to be on her platform to educate and teach and train. So I'm super excited for the opportunity to be here. And yeah, we're gonna get this work today. Let's see if I can do it. I'm gonna do a test to see if I can comment. Shows up in live stream as comments. Give it 2 more minutes. Here is this. Give it 2 more minutes. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the 5 strategies to reposition your business collateral for profit. For those who do not know me, my name is Bianca Shelley Robinson, and I am a global project manager. I'm in the business of aligning strategic opportunities for my clients that will produce profitable results by focusing on their business infrastructure. I strongly believe that if you have the right processes in your business, your productivity will increase. And so when processes and productivity meet, profit increases as well. And so here at K Consulting, we are knowledge diversification experts. We are all about teaching service-based professionals how to go from serving one client on a one-on-one basis to go to serving many by systems, processes, and strategy, which will result into multiple streams of income. So if you are a coach and consultant, you know, what else are the other things that you can do? You can do an e-learning platform. You can pitch to corporations. You can start to speak. You can start to train. You can start to really just think about how you can diversify it so that you can make more money working less because you monetize your intellectual knowledge and put them into different streams and different buckets in your business. So that's what we do here at K Consulting. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can always reach out to us at kdnkconsulting.com. But we can talk about that later. Let's just get into this training that I have prepared. So the 5 strategies to reposition your business collateral for profit. Just a few simple adjustments in your business model could increase your overall cash flow by 325%. And I know this because I've done it for me. And I've also done this on a few of my retainer clients to just really see, you know, when you try something for yourself, it worked, but then you try for somebody else and it doesn't quite work out. Well, for me, it only worked about like 110%, but my clients, it was that 325. So they had better success at it than I did when I did it on their business model. So it's not like it worked for me and then it didn't work for them. It definitely worked for them too. So we're going to talk about that. 5 strategies you needed to reposition your business collateral for profit. So meet the consultant. We talked about me already. But I'm just very passionate about entrepreneurship, education, project management, and business development. I'm a pitch expert, a corporate trainer. Just about my education, I have 2 master's degrees. One is in project management and another is in supply chain management. My undergrad is in business management with a concentration in strategic management and planning. I am a business trainer for MasterCard. I'm also a college professor. I teach business operations and project management. As we talked about, we are a full service operational management firm. And so we have clients in all 50 states and 140 countries, and we do business online and offline. So I just want to let you know that you're in good hands. These are some of the other companies that I've worked with in my past 2 years of business. I'm here in Illinois. I'm really big in working in the automotive industry, the tech industry, and the utility industry. And so when I speak about utilities, I'm a project manager, and so I'm helping them to be able to manage their construction site. Or I'm the one that's helping when you get like a new water main or something in your area. I'm the project manager that's making sure everything runs smoothly. Most of the time that's done through your municipalities. And so municipalities are one of my top clients. And so I've worked with almost 1,300 municipalities. I work with almost 200 municipalities, but it's about 1,300 here in Chicago. Just city of Chicago, Mercedes, Audi, just to let you know that you are in good hands. And so this is not my first rodeo. We do government contracting, corporate contracting, and we're really big on training and development. So these are just some of my clients that I've had in the past 2 years. The list has grown, but you're in good hands. Okay, you're in good hands. You can follow me on social media. My Instagram is Bianca S. Robinson. I'm very active there. So yeah, follow me on social media. Let me know that you came from this training so I can follow you back and say, hey girl, hey. So follow me back there. So you are in the right place if you want to reposition your business for profit. You want to use what you already have to reposition you as an expert in your industry. And you just want to try something new to get different results and new clients as we embark upon this new journey, this new year. You want to do something different to get different results. So this is the agenda if you are a note taker like I am. The top 5 collaterals that I'm going to talk about is the know, like, and trust collateral. I'll give you a second to write it down. Or you can take a screenshot. Education collateral, products and service collateral, branding and marketing collateral, and then your testimonial collateral. Give you a second to do that. So know, like, and trust collateral, education collateral, products and service collateral, branding and marketing collateral, and then your testimonial collateral. Those are the 5 top, I believe, the top 5 collaterals that you need in your business. So the prerequisite, I'm all about pre-work, right? Before we get started, we need to have some pre-work. So I'm all about the prerequisites that you need to do. So I'm all about that. So the prerequisites needed to do business. Okay, so your elevator pitch. Your elevator pitch is the nucleus of your business. It will definitely weed you out from the clients that you don't want, but it'll absolutely bring you the clients that you need. It will definitely bring you the clients you need, and it'll weed out the ones that you don't want. And so your elevator pitch has to be on point. Like, it shapes your products, your services, your core offering, all of those things. So you really need to get your elevator pitch in order. You can't do proper business without it. I strongly believe that you can't do proper business without knowing who you work with, why you work with them, and what results will you give. And so my elevator pitch, I'll give it to you again. My name is Bianca Shelley Robinson, and I am a global project manager. I'm in the business of aligning strategic opportunities for my clients that will that will produce profitable results. Like, how do I do that? By focusing on their business infrastructure. So I'm very clear about the main thing that we do here. I can do all facets of business, and that's one of my positions of value, right? That I can handle all facets of business, whether you want to start a business, whether you want to grow a business, whether you want to scale a business, whether you want to do a merger and acquisition. I can handle all of those things. However, what I focus on, what I am all about, is helping you with your business infrastructure. That's it. That's what I do. And so I do this by, that doesn't really matter. How I do it by is based on the client's budget. So a lot of you guys will talk about, well, through my ebook or through my courses, through my classes, through my speaking. It doesn't matter how you do it. My thing is, I'm helping you develop your business infrastructure so that you can have more profit in your business. How I choose to do that totally depends on your budget, whether you're going to come through one of my courses or classes, whether we're going to do a VIP day, whether we're going to work together one-on-one. None of that matters in the pitch. Like, I haven't even qualified you enough yet for me to know that I want to know more of that. So don't just go into that. Like, don't just go into that. So yeah, elevator pitch is extremely important. Niches. I'm all about being very niche specific. Is riches in the niches. And so you want to be a thought leader in your industry. You can't be all over the place and want money to come in that one place, which is your bank account. You have to be very clear about who you work with, why you do it. I might get a lot of people that say, like, oh my God, Bianca, if I niche down, what about all the money that I'm missing over there? And my answer is always, you wasn't getting the money over there anyway. That money hasn't came anyway. So why are you worried about now just talking to one person and asking them for their money? You've been talking to everybody else and trying to get everybody money, and that has not happened. So what's the difference now, right? So you want to be a thought leader in your industry. You want to be very niche specific. You can help anybody. I can help anybody grow and scale their business. However, who do I want to work with? Those in professional services. Like, that's who I want to work with, those that are in professional services. It's easier for me to give you my business model, and it's a proven business model, and you've seen it work. And it's not hard, but it's just too complicated, and it's just too much work for me to now figure out how to make what I do fit to what you do. So to avoid all of that, I'm very clear about who I want to help, which is people that are in professional services. And so you want to be the neurologist, not the general physicians. And so I talk about this a lot. There's nothing wrong with being a general physician. A doctor is a doctor is a doctor. However, you can get a doctor that makes $500,000 a year, or you could be a doctor that makes $3.5 million a year. What's the difference is their area of expertise. They are a specialist. They are very clear about what they do. Can the general physician do the neurologist's job? No. Can the neurologist do the general physician's job? Yes. They all went to the same level of school on the general physician level. They all went through that. But it was the neurologist that was like, let me get a little bit more area of expertise. Let me specialize in something. So he went to school a little bit longer. However, if it came down to it, could the neurologist do the general physician's job? Yes, he can do that. But the general physician cannot go and start doing brain surgery on people. It's not going to work. He's not qualified to do it. So that's what I'm saying. You want to be niche specific in what you do. But if it came down to it and you had to do all of those layers, you can do it. And that's one of your positions of value. I want you to understand your business model. Here, we're all about helping our clients to have a business model that is in alignment with their lifestyle. Like, we are 80% digital and 20% service. Of that 20%, 15% are my government and corporate contracts, and only 5% of it is small businesses like you and I. I don't want to be on the phone all day. I don't want to trade time for money. I don't want you to pick my brain. I don't want that. And that used to be, that's traditional how we get money as a coach, consultant, and or strategist or project manager. But that's not what I want to do. I want to be in Fiji with my husband on the island, recording and doing trainings like this and selling it to the masses, instead of being in my office on the phone, tied down, just letting people pick my brain. Like, that's just not what I want to do. And so my business model is in alignment with the lifestyle that I want. So those go together. So you have to kind of figure out, you need to figure out your business model. It changes. Like, going into this new year, 90% of our business will be digital, and only 10% of that will be service. And of that 10%, 8% will be my government and corporate contracts, and only 2% will be small businesses like you and I. And people ask me all the time, well, Bianca, how do you know like 80%? How do you know? Because I use my data, my books. Like, I use my financial statements to be able to tell me where it is. I meet with my CFO and my bookkeeper every single month to see where the money is coming from. So that's how I know what my model is and where the percentage comes from, because I use my data to guide my business growth. I'm not just pulling these numbers out of the sky. We use the data. We use the systems to dictate how we operate. And so another thing you want to do is make sure you understand your competition. It's a lot of us that have this. It's cute on social media, like, I'm my own competition. I'm the only one I see in the mirror. Well, people that do real business, absolutely, we know who our competition is. We know who our direct competition is, and we know who our indirect competition is. So it's cute for the gram to think that you are your only competition, but that's because you're not even in the business of winning. Like, real businesses know who their competition are. Apple is definitely clear that Samsung is their competition. The Four Seasons is definitely clear that the Waldorf is their competition. McDonald's is very clear that Burger King is their competition. Popeyes is very clear that KFC is their competition, right? we know, right? So you want to be clear about kind of but who your competition is. And then remember, we talked about position of value. I'm all about my position of value. I'm all about what makes me different, what makes me stand out. Why should you work with me opposed to working with someone else? And that's because I can handle the growth of your business. And so this is when I first started my business, we did bookkeeping, right? When I quit my job 8 years ago, I started a bookkeeping business. Hate bookkeeping, but I believe in starting profit-based businesses, not passion businesses, just profit-based. Like, I'm cool with the passion, but I've never paid my bills off of a passion check. Like, profit has to come first. Like, we not fit 18-year-old girls in our dorm room eating noodles. We got kids and real bills. So it has to deliver some type of money, and I need to see when the money is going to come. What's the plan of when the money is going to come? I also don't believe in starting businesses that I want first. I knew that this business that I have now was what I ultimately wanted because I did this in my corporate job. So I had already knew 8 years ahead about what I wanted. But I don't believe in starting on a business that you absolutely want. Just like if you were sewing a dress, right? Well, you're not going to start sewing on your best fabric and expensive fabric for the dress. And this is what you're working up to. The party is for Christmas and now it's February. You're trying to learn how to sew. You're not going to start sewing on the expensive fabric, right? You're going to get the cheaper fabric and learn how to actually do it. And then once you perfect it, you should be good at it by November, December to start to now use that fabric for the dress. It's the same thing. We start to hate the businesses that we start because business is hard. Like, you're trying to learn how to upsell, how to cross sell, how to turn these customers now into clients, how to get your rhythm going, how to actually be in business. So I just don't believe in starting on the business. Just as my personal preference. Starting on just like the man, like, you're not going to marry the first man once you outside and he's like, I want to marry you. And you like, okay, let's go get married and go to the courthouse right now. Like, no, like, you going to figure him out first before you just let him put a ring on it and you just met him today. So that's the same thing, like going through the motion to figure it out about what you ultimately really want and then just doing what you got to do to get to where you want to go. So that's another thing about, just trusting the process of your business. But that is my position of value too, that if you need your bookkeeping done, I could do it. Do I want to do it? No. Am I probably going to do it? No. But will I get you started if I just have to? Then yeah, if like money was short and that's something that, I wanted to sell, then I could, because bookkeeping was my first business. So that's another position of value if I was selling it that way. Like, hey, I can help you get your books together. I can get you started for the accounting. Another business that I had was career development. So I phased out of bookkeeping and did that for like a year. Then I started to do career development, but I turned my bookkeeping clients into coaching clients. And then I took my career development clients, I turned them into my small business coaching clients. You've been in customer service for 10 years. We could start your customer service business. Let me show you how to do this. And so I've been able to phase in and phase out and take my people, during that journey with me. But that's another position of value. I can help you grow, scale, and sell this business too. So you want to know what's your position of value. So I think that this is just the framework of just how to just do good business, right? Like, we have to operate in excellence at all times. And excellent is not perfect. Excellent just means that I approve this. I can put my stamp of approval on it. And so I'm all about, having the prerequisites needed before you even get started. So this is the prerequisite. So let's talk about the know, like, and trust collateral. I'm really big about, if I like you and I know you and I trust you, I'm going to buy from you. But if I don't know you, I don't like you, and I don't trust you, I'm not going to buy from you. So you have to build that like, know, and trust collateral. Let me see if I have any questions that came in. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Understanding concepts. Okay, here we go. Because I can't see. I have to go in and out. Okay, so make sure you guys put your questions in. And then I'll come back and answer them. So after each take, after this section, I'll come back in and I'll answer some questions and then I'll move on. So I don't want you to think that I'm skipping the questions. I just can't see both of them at the same time from my screen. I got to look on my phone and I'm not trying to do that. So let's go back. So the like, know, and trust collateral, right? You want to build the brand before you build the business, right? You want to build the brand before you build the business. What does that mean, Bianca? I get that a lot. You as an individual is a brand. It could be the way you walk. It could be the way like, dang, your hair always cute. It could be I follow you for your hair. It could be that you always have on nice sweaters. Like, it could be that I just like your kids. It could be that you got 4C hair and I have 4C hair, and so I like it. It could be that you always do pretty floral arrangements. It can be just anything. Like, that is the brand. Like, when we see that, we automatically be like, we know who that is. So you want to build the brand. Like, you want to get people to buy into you first, like buy into who you are as a person, how you operate as a person, even if you're not selling anything. Like, you are the brand. And so people used to always be like, oh, that's the Bianca. Like, oh, okay. The Bianca is, I'm gonna give it to you straight. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm gonna give it to you exactly how you need to be given. Like, that was the brand. Like, girl, I did the Bianca today. I'm like, what you tell them? Right. So that became a thing. Like, the Bianca became a thing. And like, I didn't even have a business, but I was always giving information, like, according to Bianca, right? According to what Bianca say, according to the news of Bianca, PSA from Bianca. So that became the whole brand. Like, from my perspective, from how I feel, from my professional opinion, this is how I feel. And so I had built a brand around that. So when I started these businesses, I had already had people that had trusted my opinion and what I said, because I had built it that way. So it's easy for the business to start because I had built a brand. And so you want to build the brand of who you are, and you want to know, right? You got to know, like, okay, I'm going to serve for 3 months. I'm going to build a like, know, and trust. I'm going to overgive information. I'm going to get these people to buy into me because my book is coming out in Q2. So I'm going to just serve for Q1. I'm going to get valuable information. Then I'm going to build up my mailing list. And so that's what you can do to serve, to build a brand. But a lot of you guys hustle in silent, and I just hate that. Like, I think that that's just the worst advice anyone can give you. We don't buy from the secret entrepreneur. Like, we don't. Like, when did you start doing this? When did you just pop up to do this, right? And so it was this, for example, let's just say you've been in banking for 10 years and now you want to do real estate. Don't pop up the day you get your license to tell us you got your real estate license, because first of all, now you a beginner, and that means you about to practice on me, which is a no. Second of all, you haven't brought us into it. So while you're so excited and you're about to sell this house, it ain't gonna work. You want to build us into the journey. And so you want to use your social media. Think of a movie. Think of a movie. You find out about the movie that's coming out on Christmas. You find out about it on Easter. When you go to the movies on Easter, you find out about this Christmas movie on Easter. When you start going to the movies during that April time to see the previews, right? We don't find out about the Christmas movie on Christmas. That's the same thing. You want to build the trailer. You want to lead us into it. So if you like, you know what, I want to get my real estate license, that needs to be your post right now. Hey, y'all, next year, I'm going to get my real estate license and I'm going to sell 5 houses. Y'all, I found the school I want to go to. Who else went to real estate school? Where you go to school at? What was the hardest thing about real estate school? Okay, y'all, I'm narrowing it down. I got 5 schools I think I want to go to. Okay, I picked one school. Okay, I'm excited. Okay, I paid for the class. Okay, today my first day. Y'all, I ain't been in school in ages. Today my first day. How do y'all study? Who else studying for their real estate exam? Okay, today is my test. Did good on my test. Trying to find a study group. Trying to manage this work and this real estate thing too. Y'all, I'm almost finished with real estate school. Oh, today I'm finished. Okay, when I get my license, who gonna get the house? Okay, today I got my license. I found the brokerage. This where I'm gonna go. Today we taking pictures. Today I'm meeting with my mentor, and they gonna show me. Oh my God, today y'all closed the first deal with my mentor. Okay, I feel like I'm ready now. Who want me to help them buy a house? We done been on this journey with you for a whole 5-6 months. So yeah, now we ready. We done seen the progression, but you just didn't pop up on the day and you got your license, right? Like, you have to build us in the journey. We don't buy secrets. And now you get discouraged too, because I've been working on this for 7 months and I put it out and nobody bought it. Because we don't buy from people who are secretive. What have you been doing? Like, when did you decide this? We follow you every day and you said nothing. So you have to bring us in on the journey. But I'm all about a visual album party. Let's just say when you go to an album release party, You know that they're selling the album or the album is coming out, but you get to preview it. You get to listen to all the songs, you get to be in on the journey, and then boom, the album drop. That's the same thing. Bring us in on the journey and then drop the album. Bring us in on the behind the scenes and then drop it. Because now we're vested and we're interested. But you trying to sell me your book on Christmas and you just launched it on Christmas, it ain't gonna work. You'll get a couple like, oh my God, excited. But who that's gonna be? Your mommy, your daddy, your sister, your man, and your cousin. It is not gonna be consumers who would continuously buy. Like it won't be that. So you want to be clear about that. Like, just because your friends and family bought, that's not long-term money. Like, don't put that into it. That's your mama and she bought 10 books. That's great. But is she gonna buy 10 more books next month? Is she gonna buy another 10 books next month? Like, don't build that in your cash flow. So you're gonna bring us in on the vision. And then you want to go deep, not wide, right? You want to go deep, not wide. A lot of y'all go wide. And that's like the worst thing you can do. So wide is you have 12 different businesses. Deep is what we teach about diversification. You should have one business, and underneath that business, you should have multiple streams of income within the business model. Sources of income and streams of income are two totally different things. Source of income is you got a cleaners, you got a car wash, you do hair, you got a daycare, you got a pet store. It look real swap meetish. Like, that's not the vibe you're going for. That's a marketplace. That's like Amazon. I can go to Amazon and I can get some wet wipes. I can get some water. I can get a tripod. I can get a plug. I can get a mirror. That ain't the vibe you going for. That's swap meetish, Amazon-ish vibes. Like, that's not the marketplace that you're going for, right? And we go to Amazon because it's cheaper. Like, I can go to Amazon, I can get that cheaper. Like, I can go there and get that. That's not the vibe that you want for your business. And so you want to go deep, not wide. And so for us, right, we are operational management firm. And in our operational management firm, we have 3 divisions, which is business consulting, project management, and business development. So this training is inside of business development. However, we have 6 or 7 different streams of income because we have our government contracts, our corporate contracts. We do one-on-ones. We do group training. We got our digital product e-learning store. I'm a trainer. I'm a speaker, and I'm a corporate speaker. So we got kind of 8 different things that we can do underneath that model of it. So stream diversification, just like when you go to a grocery store. The grocery store is the source, but the streams of income in the grocery store are the produce. It's the meat department, right? Well, a sub of that would be the Sara Lee turkey honey ham, right? That's like a quote unquote thing that you can buy in that. And the way that you can think about it is if you ever worked in like retail, at the end of the night, when you Z out your register, it tells you what department made the money, but it don't say just a Sara Lee turkey honey ham. It's going to say meat section, and then it's going to say Sara Lee honey ham and cheese and all of that. Like, it's going to have that underneath it. You need a bucket, a umbrella, and those things are underneath it. So when I ask you, when you give me your elevator pitch, you don't need to start telling me about the products and services that you offer. Those are sub buckets underneath that. That depends on my budget. Don't start going into your products and services. What is it that you do, right? We do operational management, project management, business consulting, and business development. Those are the core. That's what we do here. How we do it totally depends on your budget. Like, it totally depends on the budget of how we're going to service you. Okay, so you want to go deep, not wide. So let me see if we have any questions before I move to the next one. Thank you for that. She's always driving. Okay, do you guys have any questions before I move on to the next one? Because we have I can go to the next one, but I want to open it up for questions to see if you have any questions for me before we move on to the next one. Okay, it doesn't look like we have questions, so I'll come back. Okay, so that was the build the like, know, and trust collateral, right? All of these things that I'm showing you how to do, a lot of the stuff is already free. Like a lot of the stuff you already have, but now we're just going back to reposition them, right? We're going back to gather them so that we can now reposition our business on a profitable foundation. So education collateral is one of my favorite. All five of them are what we do, and I'm a fan of all five. But education collateral is where the money is, and so your education collateral is. Do you want to diversify your smarts? Like before people come to work with me, they've already seen something that I've already done already. They've already came to one of my live broadcasts. They've already followed me on social media already. Somebody have already shared with them what I do already. Like I'm really big on that education collateral to diversify your smarts, mainly because, and just to be 100% transparent, I don't do free work. So you need to know before you even come over here if this is where you want to go. So I put a lot of educational content out to have already to build my reputation with you already. So when you come over here, it is no questions about what we do, why we do it, and why it's top dollar to come over here. So if I serve you, that's a part of my serve. If I serve you, when I sell to you, I don't want no questions. This invoice is this invoice, this price is this price. If this is not in your budget, you can go back to watch some more of this free stuff. And when you're ready, it's a price when you come over here. So I diversify my smarts. And so where will you live and where will you hang out? This is really important. I get people like, oh my God, like it's so many different social media platforms. Where I'm supposed to start? You need to figure out where you want to live and where you want to hang out. Where do you want to live and where you want to hang out? I live on Facebook and Instagram. That's where I put out not most of my primary content. That's where you're going to catch me first. That's where I'm really heavy into building up my education collateral there. But where do I hang out? On Twitter, I just post stuff. Because now on my Instagram feed, it's a Twitter feed and then it's a picture, and it's a Twitter feed and then it's a video, and it's a Twitter feed and then it's a thing. I did that because Twitter, I wanted to build up my Twitter, but I also wanted a uniform look. And I also wanted to, those Twitter feeds, they usually have the highest SEOs. So I was like, okay, well, I could kill two birds with one stone and just put my thought on Twitter and build up my Twitter, but I'm going to use that same thing to put that on my Instagram. So Twitter, I don't live there. I just hang out. LinkedIn, I don't live there. I hang out. So I have content on there too. My YouTube, I don't live there, but I hang out. My Pinterest, I don't live there, but I hang out. You want to hang out everywhere. You want to hang out. You want to have a social presence everywhere. I'm not saying you have to actively put stuff up there every single day like you do where you live, but at least once a week, you should have something there. Because just because Instagram and Facebook is my primary page, my primary social media platform, that doesn't mean that that's everybody. So I want to be sprinkled a little bit of everywhere. Just so if that's where you hang out, cool. Just like when you think about where you go for your groceries. Well, you might go to that one store for your produce, but you might go to another place for your meat. It might be the same product at both, but it's where you choose to go. Just like if you want a washer, that same washer is at Lowe's, that same washer is at Menards, and that same washer is at Home Depot. It's just where you're familiar about going. Same product gonna be there, but you're just picking and choosing where you like to live. Like Home Depot is my store. So I don't care that Lowe's has, I'm going to Home Depot because that's where I go first. So you want to pick and choose where you want to live and where you want to hang out. Also, where will you own your list? Where will you own your list, right? Where will you own your information? A list building is really important. Like, that's one of the mistakes I made in my business in the beginning, because I didn't have a business. I was just a infopreneur. Well, I was just giving valuable information. I'm just a huge resource. If I learn about it, I'm going to tell you. If I found out something about it, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you enough where I know what I'm talking about. But if you want the real steps on how to do it, then that's a feat. But I'm all about, giving people the information that they need. I'm all about giving you a nugget so you can make you a Happy Meal. I'll give you this nugget, but you're going to have to figure out how to make it make sense for you and your business. And so I was doing that in the beginning. Like, as I learn, I get real. I'm a real nerd. I'm just a cool nerd, but I'm a real nerd. So I do a whole bunch of research and I start to talk it out, and, give feedback and talk to the people. Well, I was giving information all day, every day, and I was just giving without capitalizing on it. And capitalizing on it is like, hey, I got these 3 steps. I'm gonna give you this 2, but if you want this last one, you got to join my email list so that you can get the next step. So when people join your email list, those are people that will eventually purchase from you. I gotta sneeze. Thank you to everybody that's going to say bless me. That's where the money is. The money is in the list. So you're building a market of people who want exactly what you have to offer. On your social media, remember, I might like you because you dress flat. I might like you because you got cute kids. Like, I might like you because your hair. You don't know why I'm following you. But when I say, if you want this information, this right here, you're going to have to come over there. You're taking me from a cold market to now putting me to something warm. Once I'm warm, and I'm warm enough, I become hot. And when I'm hot, I convert. So you want to start to take people from these pools, right? And then you want to put them, remember, it's the people, social media is the ocean. You want to take these people from the ocean to your little bitty pond at your house. Think of it like that. Social media is the ocean. But I need to fish to put these in my little pond at home. Because the little pond at home, these the fish I like. This the fish I'm going to eat. These are my fish. So you have to go into the ocean to pull and throw away and pull and throw away. And then what you keep, you put it in your pond in the back of your house. So you have to figure out what a pond in the back of your house. It should be your email list. Because if Instagram was to blow up today or Facebook was to blow up today, all of those followers and all of those people, they'll be gone. But for me, knock on wood, it'll be rough. But I have an email list. So, okay, we can't do business over there, but let me continue to give you these emails and serve you here every single day. So will it be rough? Yeah, because I did a lot to build these followers. However, could I start over? Yes. Do I want to? No, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to start over, but I can't, right? So you want to figure out where you want your list to be. Also, you want to figure out your give. I'm really big on education collateral because that's my give. You can't come to me and be like, I think you should get this right here for free. I give what I want to give for free. I have a whole resource section over here where all the freebies and all the free stuff that you need is right over here. You don't have to spend no money to come over here. You don't. But as soon as you decide you want to come from over here, it's a fee. And so you do that so people won't be like, well, when you going to have a sale? Well, is you going to have a discount on that? People are very clear that the stuff that Bianca give is inside my email list and my Facebook group. That's it. My Facebook group is called Consultant Profit Hub. Consultant Profit Hub. We get free tea over there. Also, my live broadcast. I go live every Wednesday at 1:00. But that's it. That's the free. That's my give back. That's all. So anything other than that, it's a fee. And so I'm very clear about my education collateral. First, because I want to build the like, know, and trust. And I want people to know who I am, get familiar with who I am, so that they can spend some money. I'm also very clear about, that's one of my things that is one of my positions of value. My competition ain't doing this. My competition ain't on all platforms. My competition ain't putting out education collateral every single week. My competition, they're not doing this, right? And so, but that's what I'm doing. And so that's one of my positions of value that makes me above my competition. Like, I got resources everywhere. I put out new trainings 3-4 times a week. Like, I use that as my serve, sell. And so that's what will make somebody work with me over working with somebody else. And so you want to book one-on-one use. Okay, so I get this a lot. Like, people like, well, how do I come up with content? Like, I don't really know what to talk about. You need to first know who your competition is, and you need to know who is the best person in your field. So Oprah is really big right now on this self-care journey, right? So maybe you are a life coach that's all about, self-care and development. Maybe that's like who you are. Well, you can say, hey, Oprah said that in order for you to have self-care, you need to do blah, blah, blah. And I totally agree with Oprah, or I totally don't agree with her. Use Oprah content and use what Oprah said. Tag Oprah, use the video, give her the credit, sprinkle your stuff in about what Oprah said, and then give your call to action. Like, make that work. What's wrong? Give me a second, okay? What? Come in here. Okay, here, you come over here and play with my phone, okay? Go over there and sit over there. Go over there. Go in there with them. You can take it in there. Sorry, my son is at work with me. So use Oprah to build your clout. Like, you can use her to build your clout. If your person in your industry is Damon John, use his book, use his clout. If your person is Dr. Oz or whomever it is that's in your industry that is well known, use their clout to build yours until you can stand on your own. Like, and if you don't agree, don't. One of my clients, what's her name? Ivana and Jen Zach or whatever her name is. That is like her person, right? If you was to think about her and where she's trying to go, she's going to that person. However, she don't agree with half the stuff that she say. So therefore, she'll say like, hey, I watched this and at said blah, 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 blah. And she did that wrong. As a therapist, you're supposed to do blah, 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 blah. So she used her because she's the lead person in that industry. Tag her, say how she disagree. And if you agree with this, join my mailing list. If you agree with this, then come over here with me. So you can use other people's smarts to build your clout and build your case. But you got to stop saying you on competition, because now you think that you is nobody. And even if that's not your direct competition, my client is nowhere near on that type of level. So that's not her direct competition. That's indirect. That's somebody that's in her field, that's killing it, that's in that same industry. But people won't be like, okay, I'm going to work with Ivana or her. Like, we don't know who she is yet, but that's her indirect competition, right? It's not nobody that she can touch, but they're in the same industry. Let me see if we have any questions before I move on. Bless you. Thank you. Understand. Okay, Consult Profit Hub. How do you build a list after you've started rolling? So you can start to do classes and trainings. That's a good question. So I was doing classes like, hey, I'm doing a class on this, but it's strictly for my email list. So you need to come on and come to my list if you want this training. Like, so bring them over there. Start only doing stuff for your list. Start only doing for people in that area. Hey, I'm doing a free giveaway, but it's only going to be for the people on my list. So you need to join my list. Hey, I'm giving a sneak peek of my book, but it's only going to be for people that's on my list. So, join my list. So you have to start telling people what it is. And then if they want it, they got to come over there. Okay. Let me move to the next one. If you have questions, I'll be back. Okay. So where we at? Okay, so products and service collateral. We've talked about this. One of my favorite movies is The Founder. You can watch it on Netflix. It's about how Ray Kroc came in and just really helped the McDonald's empire, the McDonald's brand, go from a little bitty hut in the desert to an entire enterprise and real estate business of what we see now. Because McDonald's is real estate. Right? They make their money off the land, like the real estate land. Yes, they have burgers and fries and all that other stuff, but how they make all of their money is by the real estate. If you watch The Founder, you'll find out about that. But if you've seen the movie, McDonald's started off with a list of like 40 things on their menu. They were selling burgers, fries, hot dogs, chicken, all that. They had a menu of like 30 different things. And then they was like, well, all 30, 40 of these things are not selling. We need to figure out what are the main things that is selling. Well, it was burgers, fries, and shakes. So they wiped everything off that menu and they stuck with burgers, fries, and shakes. That was it. And that's how it started to build their enterprise off of burgers, fries, and shakes. A lot of y'all got a whole bunch of products and services and they are not selling. You need to figure out what are your main, and then your sides. McDonald's is burgers, fries, and shakes, but their sides is breakfast, right? Their sides is a caramel frappe. Their sides is cookies. Their sides is like their cinnamon rolls, right? Those are sides. That is not the main revenue driving activity in their business. So just like if you go to Starbucks, what's on the menu? Those are their main things. You always can get a caramel macchiato. You always can get a mocha latte, right? You always can get a vanilla latte. You always can get a chai. Like those are those main things. They're most popular things that sell. However, they have seasonal items, right? But they also have tumblers you can buy. They have their loose coffee and tea you can buy. They have pastry. Those are sides. Those are sides. Those are not their main money driving things, but they are sides. Those are things that you upsell and that you cross sell. So You know the difference between upsell and cross sell? Do you want me to explain about that? Let me see if I don't want to explain about it if you already know about what's upsell and cross sell, but do you want me to explain what an upsell and cross sell is? Explain it. Okay. Okay, so if you go to McDonald's right now, and I just like to use the McDonald's analogy because everybody knows what McDonald's is. So if you go to McDonald's right now, you go in the drive-thru and you say like, "Hey, I want a number 9." They're going to upsell it. Do you want a medium or a large? Right? That's a upsell. I'm still coming to get the same thing that I came for. It's just a bigger size. When you get a pizza and you say, "Hey, I want this, this, and this," they're gonna say, "Okay, that's a small, but you know, for $1 extra, you can make that a large," right? So I'm getting the same thing that I came here for. It's just a bigger size. It's an upsell. A cross sell, "Hey, can I get a number 9? Do you want that to be a medium or large?" And yo, man, you like large. You don't really know that that's a upsell or they're going to charge you. Like, "Oh, they're giving me options. Let me get a large." So you say, "I want a large." Then they say like, "Hey, the ice cream machine works today. Do you want to get an ice cream cone for an extra 50 cents? That's a cross sell. They're pairing what you already bought and just complementing it with that. So you can get it or you cannot get it, right? It just makes what you're buying more rewarding or enjoying the experience, enjoying this experience more. So like if you go to a hotel and you get just a basic hotel and they'll say, "Hey, we have a suite for an extra $5. Would you be interested in that?" Yes, right? That's the upsell. Then they'll cross sell and say, "Hey, do you want spa services to go with that too?" Has nothing to do with the room. It's just an extra in addition to, so that they can build their cash flow. So if we keep using the McDonald's, you say, "Yeah, I want an ice cream cone too." "Well, do you want an apple pie?" "Yep, I want an apple pie too." "Okay, your total is $21.48. My bill was normally $8.75 for this, but they've upsold you on $12, $13 worth of things to build their overall average ticket. So in your business, you need to figure out what are your main things and what are your sides. What are your main things and what are your sides? Just like when you go get your hair done. If you're going to get a regular wash and a blow dry, whatever that price is that price, right? But they're going to cross sell you. You want your ends clipped. Do you want to rinse? Do you want to color? Do you want a hot oil treatment? All of those things are cross sales. You still will come in there and get the wash and a blow dry because that's what you came in there for. But those cross sales will add the average ticket. So maybe a wash and a blow dry is $60. Well, when you leave out of there after all that and cross sold you on, you at $210. Remember, if it's $60, if you spend $240, right, for one person, whatever 240 is divided by 6, that's how many heads, quote unquote, that they just got out of you. So I could go home early now. I could cancel the person I had after you. I'd have made, all of my money. So you got to think about your upsells and your cross sell. I made my number already. Like, this is just kind of that extra in addition to. So you want to think about what are those seasonal things and then what are those extra things. Also, this is just a bonus, and I'm going to tell you, like I've been telling all my clients, you know how when you was a freshman in before you got in high school and your parents and them went school shopping, on the first day of school, you're going to be the flyest person at school, baby. You got your pants laid out, your shoes, your bag, like you got new stuff you want to show it. Well, your freshman, when you go to school and you're a freshman, they know you're a freshman because that's a rookie move. Like, you wear all your new stuff on a day of like, you a freshman. Because the upper class, they don't do that, right? They piece their stuff in. They mix it together. I need you to not be a freshman and mix your stuff together. Don't be as the first day of the new year or the first day of the month and you just win all your new stuff, all your new products, all your new services. You just throwing all of that out there. What you gonna do for the rest of the year? Now you burnt out and you mad. Like, you gotta space it out. I teach my clients, we plan our entire year, but we know what we putting out every quarter. We know what's coming out every single month. Like, we space it out. Don't have new clothes syndrome. Like, you been here. You're not a rookie. You dope at what you do. Spread it out. So you want to think about that. What are your seasonal things? Also, it's gonna always be Valentine's Day. It's gonna always be Christmas. It's going to always be Martin Luther King's birthday. It's going to always be St. Patrick's Day. It's going to always be Thanksgiving. It's going to always be Christmas. You should know what you want to put out. Like you should know that already. The date not going to change. You should know what you want to do for your birthday sale. Your birthday has been that same day your whole life, and it's not going to change. Don't think about your birthday sale the week of your birthday, like, because now you mad. You trying to get somebody to do the flyers. You trying to get the marketing together. You could have had all of that already to plan out your money. You know, for your birthday sale, you need to make $500 for your birthday sale because that's the money that you've projected for that, because that has an impact on the end of your year. You should already know this already. That's why right now when Christmas is over, as soon as Christmas is over, what's going to be in the store? Valentine's Day stuff, right? You don't see Valentine's Day stuff being on the stove on when Valentine's Day come. And I live in Chicago, so it's cold and it's snowing. Guess what's going to be in the stove? Flip-flops, bathing suits, shorts, tank tops. It's spring. When do you think they came up with this stuff? A year before, a quarter before. You have to run your business like a corporation. Like, you shouldn't be thinking about Valentine's Day stuff on Valentine's Day. Shouldn't be thinking about Christmas stuff on Christmas. You should have already been done with that already. So all you have to do is market and promote it. So that's what I'm saying. You should know your seasonal products. You should know your services. You should know this already. You're not a rookie. You in business to make all of the money and have the lifestyle that you desire. I know all my stuff. All I want to do is just be on somebody's boat and, somebody's island and just recording content. That's it. Like, my vacations are planned up for 2021, and I know what content I'm going to record for whatever course I got coming out. I've already planned it, already. That's a part of it. I already found the videographer I'm going to use while I'm out there. I already found the photographer I'm going to use while I'm out there. Like, I already have this already planned. I'm going there for work. And I'm just so happen to do a little fun too. But you should already have that already planned out. So your product and service collateral is really important. Go back and look at what you have. But also think about the stuff that you want to have. Like, what are some things that you want to add? Map that out. Well, when that's going to come out? I don't care that it's coming out next Christmas. It's Christmas right now. You can start recording content right now for your Christmas sale that comes out next year. Like, you already got it already. Think about what you want to put out for Christmas. Think about what you want to do for your 12 days of Christmas. It's already Christmas stuff out right now. You can get you a videographer and a cameraman right now to go to everybody's little neighborhood that got Christmas stuff, and you could come out for your Christmas stuff for next year, and you can already be ready already. That's what I did. Just telling you what you need to be doing so that you could be prepared. So let me look at these questions. Look, this is my struggle. I'm improving 21 for a good job. I'm happy for you. What if the leading person is deceased and the product is still available everywhere? Huh? I don't understand what you're saying. The leading person of what is deceased? Who are you talking about? I don't understand what you're saying. I don't know what part that was on, but can you make it make sense for me? I'm glad y'all like it. I have to give value. Where you at if the leading person is deceased? Okay, I'll come back. Answer that question. Come on, come back. I want to make sure I stay within my time. Okay, so let's talk about marketing and branding collateral. I kind of talked about this, but you want to pick a focus for the quarter, right? Like, you want to pick a focus for the quarter. So maybe quarter 1 is email marketing. Maybe quarter 2 is your live broadcast. I get the compliment all the time is that, like, Bianca, oh my God, you're so consistent. Like, I'm not. I'm just consistent on what I want you to see. So if I said that email marketing is my focus for the quarter, I want you to know those emails are already scheduled already. They're already scheduled. That's how I'm consistent with it. Because I've already scheduled them to already come out on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 o'clock. So in your mind, you like, dang, like, she out of town and she just emailed me. No, that was already recorded. That's what I wanted to be consistent with. If my live broadcast is something I want to be consistent with, right? Because I go live every Wednesday at 1 o'clock. That's already in my schedule already. Nothing will ever get booked on that time unless it's an emergency. And just like this week, I was supposed to do my live broadcast on Wednesday, but I got my hair done. So I gave it to you on Tuesday. right? So I'm very clear about what I want to be consistent with each quarter. And also pick a free marketing strategy each quarter, right? My free marketing strategy is I'm going to go live on Wednesday at 1 o'clock. I'm always telling you what I got for sale on that day. I'm always telling you what's about to come up on that day. So that's my free marketing strategy. That's it. My live broadcast. Also, another free marketing strategy is my email list. I'm going to give you a tip. I'm going to give you a trick. I'm going to show you this intellectual smarts, and then I'm going to upsell you. That's my free marketing strategy. Remember, I know what I'm selling each quarter. I know what I'm selling each week. I know what I'm selling each day. And so therefore those marketing strategies match that. So if I'm going live on Wednesday, I'm pushing what's going on that month or next month. In our business, we always sell a month ahead. So whatever I'm doing next month, I'm already selling it for this month. I've already made my money a month in advance because next month I'm going to be selling what's for the month after that. So we're always a month ahead of our projections in our business. I'm never selling you on something that's about to start. Unless it's just like a bonus training that I just came up with. Like, oh, I think this will go right here. So let me just run it. I'm going to do it next week. Like, that's just some extra stuff that I've kind of just thrown in the mix. It was not planned, but it's just, oh, okay, let me go ahead and do it. But we're always a month ahead of it. You want to refresh your brand quarterly. I have a training on how to remix your brand for under $200. But you got to think, when you have your like your hex colors, like the colors in your business, you have more than one, right? You have a couple of them. In our business, we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3. We have 3. So each quarter I make one dominant. Like going into this new quarter, burgundy is our dominant color. Well, the quarter after that, it might be the blue. The quarter after that, it might be this beige color right here. So each quarter I refresh my brand. It might be I need to just redo my landing page. It might need I need to take some new pictures. It might mean that I want to roll with a different font and make, even though we have 3 different fonts, each quarter I make one a dominant one. So it's just a fresh coat of paint of your brand. And so you want to refresh your brand every quarter. So you should do one big thing for the year, like your whole videos and your website and just, all your main marketing stuff. You want to do that, but each quarter you want to refresh it. So we refresh our brand. It's more than $300 just because I have a higher end clientele and my brand is now a higher end brand. But I mean, you can remix your business and you can really do it for free if you want to. Get you a new banner made in Canva, get you a new signature done in Canva. You already got the logos already. Get somebody on Fiverr to make it another color. Like you can remix your brand and get creative and do it for free. But one thing I want to tell you about this branding, and I'm gonna just be real clear, less is lux. Okay, less is lux. 3-4 years ago, it was all about the sparkly logo and the animation coming in and loud colors, and we not on that no more. We really about this clean aesthetic. The cleaner it is, the more expensive it look. The cleaner it is, the more expensive you look. The cleaner it is, the more expensive it look. The cleaner it is, the less money it takes to make it look clean. Like, get you a white background and put a couple color words on it. Get you a white background, even with clothes. Like, I'm really clear about my palette of clothes, right? I'm all in my brand colors. My colors are that color for a reason. So my burgundy is a luxe, right? Burgundy looks like luxe. Like, new is a luxe, right? It's Friday, so we don't wear uniform at work. I mean, we don't we could dress down at work on Fridays. So that's why I have this on today. But I'm always in brand, whether it's a beige shirt, whether it's a burgundy shirt, whether it's just white or black. Like, I'm always in brand. So it always looks sleek and put together because I'm very into monochromatic. So if my pants is burgundy, my shirt is going to be burgundy, right? It just makes the brand look more luxe that's why people love black, right? Because it's just simple. It's always pulled together. But you need to figure out your monochromatic so you can just always look together. Get you some burgundy pants and a burgundy shirt, or a black pants and just a black shirt. You'll always look pulled in together. So I'm all about the the low lux look. That's why people love Kim K, right? Like, oh my gosh, she dressed so great. She got on the beige skirt and the beige shirt. She got on the black pants and the black shirt. But it looks so expensive because it's always in that monochromatic look. She ain't wearing no loud pink sweater. She ain't wearing no loud yellow. Like, she's very clear about her color palette. And so it makes it look more luxe and, put together. So you want to have a clean looking brand. The cleaner it is, the more expensive it looks, and the more put together it looks, the more type of clients you'll attract, right? You'll attract that type of client because that's what you're putting out. And then you want to repurpose it. My live broadcast, I'm going to repurpose it. I'm going to put that, I'm going to go live on Wednesday, but I'm going to take it down. I'm going to put it on my YouTube. I'm going to take it down. I'm going to put it on my IGTV. I'm going to take it down. And now I'm going to send it to my email list. I'm going to take it down. I'm going to put it in a blog. I'm going to take it down and I'm going to transcribe it. And now it's going to be an audio. I might take it down and chop it up. If it was an hour video, I can block it in 10. I can chop it up in 10. If I talked about the 6 things to do, whatever, I can take those now and break them up into 6 pieces and use that for my marketing collateral to upsell a bigger course or a class. So I'm all about the repurpose. The money is in the repurpose. You don't have to do it twice. Like, just do it once and do it once really good, and then you can just repurpose that. So I want you to get your marketing and branding collateral in order going into the new year. Let me see if I have some questions. No questions? Okay, I can move to the next. You don't have questions? I can move to the next. Okay, it don't look like I got questions. This is good. Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's talk about testimonial collateral. Okay, so this is my favorite one. I know all 5 of them I told you I like, but testimonial collateral is great. This is like my best one. I've built my business off of testimonials, and I feel like it's just the best one. I get excited talking about this. Okay, so you want to get more endorsements versus referrals. You want to get more endorsements versus a referral. So a referral, I'll refer any and everybody. I will refer anybody, like any and everybody. I will refer you. Like, hey, it's a new flower shop in my area. You should check it out. I heard they got tiger lilies, and I know they're your favorite. So, I know it's 45 minutes out of your way, but if you wanted some tiger lilies, you might need to go over there because it's a new store. Haven't been there, but it'd be a lot of cars out there. So, people be coming out with some nice stuff. I'll be looking at it from my apartments, but I think it's a good store. An endorsement. It's this new flower shop at my house, and I went in there, and it is amazing. The owner is amazing. It smelled good in there. It's Black owned. I walked in there. The customer service was good. They have your favorite tiger lilies. I talked to the manager. Her name is Bianca, and so I told her about your business and what you're trying to do, and she said she would love to collaborate with you, but you need to drive over here to 45 minutes so you can go and talk to this lady, Bianca, at the store, because she is amazing. I think y'all could do some great work together. Like, you should go on over there. That's an endorsement. You want somebody to put their stamp of approval on it. Stop letting these clients be like, oh my God, Bianca is great. You should work with her. What about Bianca is great? Why do you want people to come over here? What did she do? Like, stop letting these people give you these whack testimonials. What did I actually do? And it's your fault you let them give you these whack testimonials because you're not guiding them. When you go to a hotel and you check out, what you get a survey. They're going to tell you what they want you to rate on. How was the room? How was the service? How was the food? How was the check-in? How was the customer service? How was the bathroom? They're telling you what they want you to explain and what they want they review. That's the same thing. Guide the testimonial. What you want these people to say? If they took a particular class, what did you learn in this class? Where were you before you got to this class? What made you take this class? What would you tell other people that take the class? What was your aha moment from the class? Give them a guide. Stop letting people, when you ask for testimonials, you're like, can I get a testimonial? They say, sure. They say the class was good. What does that mean? I'm not banning because you said the class was good. What else? That's not good enough, right? When you tell somebody like the restaurant was good, well, what was good? What did you try? How was the service? What did you like? What did they do differently? So you drove 45 minutes for that? Yes, it was the best. Like, you need to go and blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, let me go. Nobody is moving off of a referral. Like, none. If I get it, great. If I can stop back, cool. But I ain't going out my way. But an endorsement, I'm going out my way. I'm driving. I'm going to wherever it is that I need to go. So you need to kind of put that inside of there. Diversify the goods. Diversify the goods. Give me 1 second. Go ahead. You want to diversify the goods. What does that mean? You need to have it on all platforms. You need to have it on all platforms. Give me 1 second. Let's see. I want to come right here, and I need to pause my screen. So give me one. Not pause it, but just give me 1 second.
I had no intentions of coming on this here thing today. I had no intentions of coming on. Y'all see a whole lot of stuff going on in my background. But anyhow, okay, y'all still here. Good, 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 good. So one of the things that Bianca was talking about was endorsements versus referrals. When you guys did your post-retreat surveys, some of you gave very in-depth testimonials, while others was like, it was great. So definitely, when you guys, I don't know if you want to inbox and if you don't care about your name being mentioned or whatever, you can inbox it to me. You can email it. Don't inbox it to me. Email it to Grind and Grace, the retreat at gmail.com, your full testimonial, because we definitely want to put some of them on the website. Yes, bless the voice. We want to put them on the website. We want to make sure that getting the information out there about you all's experience. And I know a lot of you have, a lot of you guys have already, a lot of you have already completed it, but still definitely give us a full testimonial, of your experience. Be detailed and make it an endorsement and not a referral. Hold on, Bianca's back, so I'm gone, y'all.
I'm sorry, my internet cut off, and y'all know my kids at work with me, so he has to go to the bathroom. Let me get my thing back together. Then the internet cut off. Here, Cam, you can have my phone back. Well, let me know if you can see my screen. Am I okay? Can you see me? Can you see my screen? Yes. Okay, I'm good. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Let me close it up. Okay, sorry about that. So, endorsement versus referral. Do y'all want me to go back over that again, or we're good to go to the next one? Good to go. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so diversify the goods. We talked about that, where if you got to think, remember I told you about if I like to shop at Home Depot, if I like to shop at Menards, or if I like to shop at Lowe's. It's the same thing about your testimonials. Don't just have your testimonials in one spot. What if I go to Yelp for my testimonials? You need to have them there. What if I go to the Better Business Bureau for my testimonials? You need to have them there. What if I go to LinkedIn for my testimonials? Because remember, that's my platform of choice. So people usually go to their platform of choice to get the information that they are looking for. So you want to diversify your testimonials as well. Diversify the good news. And I know, okay, so we're going to talk about this. One thing that I hate with a passion is when I go to somebody's website and it's a picture of Bianca, and then it's like, oh my God, they are amazing. They are great. And then they got my name at the bottom and it just got a picture of me smack with some words. I hate that. That you lose credibility with that for me. Like, how I know that that's what she said. I'm like, how I know that? Like, and you're not Google. Your website is not your main search engine optimization. Like, people not going to let me look for consulting firms and Bianca pop up and then they're looking there for reviews to work with. They're not looking. They're going to a place that holds testimonials to look for testimonials. They're not going on your website. They're going on Yelp. They're going on Google. They're going on the Better Business Bureau. They're going on Facebook. Your website don't have that much clout because you're not going to put the bad testimonials there. Also, it's not good in the search. You want to put them where when we put your business name in Google, everything pops up to where you have testimonials. So if you Google Kate & K Consulting, you're going to see the top 3 things that pop up is usually Facebook business page, because that's one of the highest search engine optimization platforms. So I use my Facebook business page like it's a website. Like, my testimonials are there, my videos are there, my products is there, my services is there, because I know that's prime real estate. So when people Google me, that's usually what pops up. So you want to Google your business and see what are the top 3 or 4 things that's popping up. And you want to put a lot of emphasis on that. That is your best face for. We're not scrolling down to 5, 6, 7 pages to be like, oh, okay, that's what it is right there. We're main page shoppers. So therefore, we can't shop with you if your main page is not in order, and your website is not a good representation of the good things that you do, right? From a consumer standpoint. From your standpoint, yes, like my testimonials on my website gonna be nothing but the best. Like, I'm giving you nothing but the best over here. But on other platforms, right? Just say for Facebook business page, you can't erase those testimonials. Like, they there on Yelp, they there, on Google, they there, like it's and if you erase too many of them on other platforms, they take down your page. Like, Okay, just respond to the bad press. Like I had one girl, I don't get bad testimonials. Like I've been doing really good, like since I've been in business, because I'm just very clear on who I'm gonna work with and who I'm not gonna work with, and who look like a headache client and who look like they're gonna be a good client. I'm testimonial driven, not money driven. So that has really helped me. But I had one girl just leave a message like, hey, I booked a session with Bianca and she did not show up. Like she's all about punctuality and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, like she did not show up. Now commenting like, hey, I don't see you on my schedule. That's not in my character for me to do that. But as I looked in my system, you wasn't even on my schedule, nor are you a follower, nor do I know you. So stop lying on me. Like, and left it like that. Stop lying on me. Like, you're lying and you're trying to mess up my reputation because you mad, and that's not how we operate over here. So stop lying on me. She commented back like, oh, I'm sorry, I had the wrong Bianca. I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry. Right? But customers are able to see that. Like, customers are able to see, like, oh, she said she showed up and she wasn't there. Oh, no, I'm going to defend my business and my brand to the fullest. So, no, you did not. But that post, like, it kept going. Like, I'm commenting, she commenting. I'm commenting, she commenting. The more people comment, the higher it raises up on the SEO. So I'm going to defend my business and my brand. So you want to have those same things. Like, everybody's not going to have good stuff to say about you. However, if they don't, you need to be able to defend that. Don't sweep it under the rug. Like when you go to Yelp and they're like, well, the food was nasty and the service nasty, and now everybody just commenting the same thing, but the owner is not defending it. You like, oh, well, I ain't going there. But if they're like, oh, the food is nasty and I went on this date, the owner could say like, hey, I'm so sorry about that. The day you came in, 4 people quit. It was just me there. And so quality is my main priority. However, that day we dropped the ball, but that's not normally how we do it. So call in so I can give you a refund. So can I come back and give you a better experience? As a consumer, you like, dang, okay, yeah, I understand that. Like, that makes sense. Okay. But you have to address it. So you want to diversify the goods. Wherever people go to get their testimonials, that's where you want to be. And you also, where do you want to live and where do you want to hang out? Remember, I talked about this. I live and hang out everywhere for my testimonials. I live and I hang out everywhere. Like when a client is finished working with me, they're going to get this little link, and on this little link, they're going to get these stars. And we use Makara. Let me see. I'm about to tell you what system we use. I think we use one. Makara. What system we use for our testimonials? What it's called? Okay. I had to get the name. We use Womply. WOMBLEY. We use Womply for our testimonials. It's like $99 a month. But when you finish with a person, we send out a text message, and we also send out an email. And they'll get the link, and then they'll give it a star rating, and then it'll say, where would you like to leave the testimonial? On Google, on Yelp, on Facebook. We're not about to use that system anymore, not because it's not a good system, but Better Business Bureau is my industry, where people in my industry go to look for testimonials, and they don't do Better Business Bureau as an option. So Better Business Bureau actually has that same service where they have all of the 3 that I just mentioned, but Better Business Bureau is one of those options for people to leave a testimonial. So we're switching to that going into the new year, but that's the only reason why we're switching. But I've been using the system for like 4 or 5 months, and it's been a good system. So we use Womply, WOMPLEY, I think, or something like that. Womply, we use that. So you want to figure out where you want to live and where you want to hang out. Stop having people email you their testimonial and then you putting it on your website. We are coming out with all of our testimonials. Baby, take a screenshot. Go, if they left it to you on Google, screenshot that one from Google, put it in that little square form, make it fit in that little square, so I can see that Bianca left a testimony at 5:05, and this is what Bianca said. A lot of people do their research before they come to me. They'll be like, hey, like I reached out to the last 5 people that left you a testimonial on Facebook, and I reached out to them. You don't mind? No, I want you to do your research before you come over here. It's an easier sell for me. You done talk to 5 people that already work with me. They said I did good. This service that you want, that was the price. Go ahead and buy it. So it helps my case. So I like that I give people the ability to do their research before they come over here. So it's an easier sale. We do case studies too. So case studies, I just did a training on how to prepare your case studies for your business. Case studies is an in-depth analysis of how you actually help the client. So, what were the challenges? What were the opportunities? What services they buy from you? What was the overall outcome? It's like an in-depth analysis of it. So I use case studies for my launches and my corporate and my government clients. I use case studies for those. But my clients that buy like smaller tier products and classes and stuff like that, I just want a testimonial from them, because the case study I have to make. The testimonial, they go on their own and they schedule those and make those, but the case study is what I have to make. Do you guys want to see what example of what a case study look like? I think I could show my screen. Do you want me to show you that? Wombley, WOMBLEY. I could show you what a case study look like. Oh, yes to the case study. Let me see. That's what you're saying. You want me to do yes to the case study? Yeah, okay. So let me stop sharing this screen. Then I can share this, then share this, and then I can share my entire screen. And then if we go over to my website, and so if we go over here to our website, so case studies. I'm gonna show you the thing that we pick when you pull it up. So these are our case studies that pop up. So about the client, the service, the challenge, the solution, the outcome. So these are the case studies that for clients that we do. But we have like a whole book. So I usually, when I'm pitching to corporations, I'll print out my case studies and like my top testimonials and like my reviews, and I'll print them out and put them in a real cute glossy little booklet and get it binded and all that stuff. And then that'll be like have you ever bought a house, and then when you buy a house, it's about like or like you looked at one of them hotel books when you go to a hotel about the hotel and what it's about. That's the same vibe we have here. Like it's a book of like all the great stuff about us, and so we use those to send out. But these are our case studies. I just did a whole class on how to do case studies, what it look like. I'll give the information to Lenicia so she can show you. But let me. Okay. So case studies. Stop letting people give me. I talked about that. So collateral recap. You want to build a like, know, and trust. We don't buy from secret people. You want to make sure that your education collateral is out. So your education collateral is what sets you apart. So your trainings, your live broadcast, your Q&A, your YouTube, your podcast, all of those are education collaterals to build the like, know, and trust. Products and services, you want to focus on a main and then have some sides, right? Your main is things I can get all year round. And then you want to just have your sides. Branding and marketing, you want to make sure that the brand is cohesive. Everything needs to fit to it. And it doesn't have to be expensive for branding and marketing either. Branding. And so let's talk about the difference between like branding and marketing from my perspective. So this water bottle, right, is Ice Mountain, is branded, right? But if I take it off, it's just a regular water bottle, but it's branded because it has Ice Mountain on it. Marketing it is me putting it on a billboard. Marketing is me putting it in a commercial. Marketing is me doing a live broadcast to tell you about it. So the brand is you, but the marketing is the vessel that you get the brand out. right? So it's the efforts that you put in order to sell the brand. So for me, if Bianca is the brand, right, it's me. I have to now do my education collateral and give you my expertise and my intellectual knowledge. I'm marketing my smarts to get you to buy the brand. Is how I think about marketing and branding. Testimonies, you just want to make sure that you're putting your best face forward and you're putting them on all platforms. But all of the stuff that I gave you is literally free for you to do, even from a branding and marketing standpoint. Like, there should be no reason why you're not building a like, know, and trust with your audience and you telling them about what you do, why you do it, how you do it, what makes you the best. Building that community of people. And how are you going to build that? Through your education collateral. What is the vessel through your education collateral? It could be your weekly live broadcast. It could be your daily social media post. But remember, your education collateral needs a call to action. I'm not giving you all of this just to give you all of this. I'm giving you all this so that you can buy into me, so that you can buy something. Business is a sale. We are in business to make money. We are in business to make money. In a business, you are solving someone's problem. The problem is in the eyes of the consumer. The problem is in the eyes of the consumer. That is not your job. That is in the eyes of the consumer, right? So don't be like, well, I ain't really solving nobody's problem because I'm selling, a high-end service, or I'm selling shoes, or I'm selling purses. That ain't really a problem. If I have a shopping problem and I like to shop, you're solving my problem. I want a $215,000 G-Wagon. It's a problem. Like, I want it. I got to have it. They're solving my problem. The problem is I have to have it and I need it and I want it. That's a problem. I could get a regular car, but they're solving my problem because that's the car that I want, right? So don't think that, oh, I don't really solve a problem, or what I have, is a lux. It's people that only buy lux, right? It's people that only buy high-end service. It's people that only buy that. Like for me, I only drink Fiji and Ice Mountain water. That's it. I don't care if the other water is free and it's right there. I'm not drinking it. So even though water is water, I'm very clear about what water I only drink. I'm not drinking it. I'm very particular about what type of I have, right? Like, whatever type of soap you use, you're only going to use that soap. It doesn't matter if they're giving the other soap away in cases. You're not using that. They're solving a need. Even though it's 155 soaps that are cheaper, I don't care if they raise the price on it. This is what I want. That's brand loyalty. It don't matter how much it costs. I don't care. Just like your favorite stuff that you like. It might be expensive to other people, but it is a need for you. I'm gonna buy it. I don't care. That's what I want, right? So it's the exact same thing. Apple products. It is a need for me in my business. I can easily go get me $100 laptop, but that's not what I want, and it's not how I'm going to operate. I am accustomed to different. When you become accustomed to what you like, you're not going back. So it is Apple products. I don't care that that computer is free. I don't care that you're giving it away. I don't care that it does the exact same thing. I have brand loyalty and I'm over here. So whatever the price is, that's what I'm going to pay. So I need you to have that same attitude about your business. People are buying into you. They like you. They love you. They trust you. They like what you give to them. The price is the price. It depends on how you're going to give that information. So other people are like, oh, I could go someplace cheaper. But you like, no, that's my friend. I'm going to pay that. Like, I like her. So for me, it's about the story. Like this one girl, I buy from her boutique. I promise you, it's like 35 more boutiques that are way less expensive than her. But I also know that she's paying for her sister to go to college because her mom died. I also know that her son goes to private school. I also know that she just got divorced. I'm gonna buy a couple more things, right? Because it's the brand, it's the story. So I can get it 35 more boutiques cheaper, but I'm invested into this brand and into this person and into their story and into how they move and into their progression. So I'm cool with paying more. I see where my money is going. I see the impact that it's having. I see how it's affecting her livelihood. Like, I see how she gives back to the community every single year. I'm cool with paying more for that. So it's that brand and loyalty. And so your price is your price. You just might, and I told my client, like, The price is good. You're just talking to the wrong person. The price is good. Your marketing just needs to go up. The price is good. Your education collateral is not good. Like the price is good. You're just not building out like, no, and trust. But the price is good. The product is good. It's you. It's your outreach. It's the way that you operate. It's your serve, sale model. But the product, the price, the positioning is good. It's everything else. But everything else, that's your problem. You have to figure out who your client is, who your ideal client is, who's the market, what's the seasonal product, what's the look, what's the feel. That's you, but that is good. So that's kind of where you might be in your business, or the product might not be good. Like it might need some tweaking. It might need some, repositioning, but that's totally up to you depending on that. So I'll take a couple questions. I appreciate you guys for coming today. I don't have anything for you can go to my website at kateandkateconsulting.com to, see how we can help you, but I don't really have a heart. So it's whatever you want to do. But I don't have anything that I'm pushing. But you can follow me at Bianca S. Robinson on Instagram. And we can have a conversation there. But yeah, you could take me off of the screen and then I can open it up for questions if you guys have questions. Let me stop sharing my screen. StreamYard. If you have questions, I'm here. I know we went over. I want to apologize. We went over about 30 minutes. Sorry about that. But if you don't have any questions, then I could finish doing my job. Let me see. Oh, okay. I'm fine. Okay. So yeah, I'm open. You're welcome. No problem. Doricia. Oh, I'm sorry if I messed up your name, Miss Bishop Doricia. Questions going once? Going twice? You're welcome. I appreciate you guys for coming today. Thank you for working with us today. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Have a good weekend. Oh, okay.